All right, here we go. It's episode 15. It took me 15 episodes to get the audio right. I think it's sounding better and better since the last episode. I'm getting a hang of it. And I want to start with that now Claritask is part of the open startups and Baremetrics. So you can go to claritask.com, claritask.baremetrics.com, and then you'll see all my numbers out in the open, ready to be judged. So you can go ahead and look at everything that I'm doing wrong. But actually, I'm happy about the numbers. Currently, it's at 150 per month MRR with a annual run rate of 1,800, yeah. And it'll be 200 per month. I have a new client who's having trouble with their credit card, but they have onboarded their team. And everything is looking good. They're active. The feedback is great. I sent them a bunch of Loom videos showing them around how everything works, and had some specific questions which I responded to quickly, some feature requests, etc. So they're looking like they will be a good fit for Claritask, and Claritask will be a good fit for them. So after their credit card goes through, the ARR on Claritask will be at $2,400. So it would be $2,400 per year, which is pretty good actually. You know, come to think about it, when I'm thinking in monthly terms, $200 doesn't sound much, but the companies that are using it are quite big. It doesn't look like they will leave anytime soon, which is great. Stripe is estimating that the LTV, the lifetime value of a single client, is at 3,000, and Baremetrics is estimating at 1,800, I think, if I'm not mistaken, which is pretty good. That means they will stay a long time. If any of those are right, anywhere in between those, it's pretty good actually. So I'm happy about that. And 2,500 per year, it's pretty good. It's on top of the consultancy work that I'm doing right now. It's good enough money for paying at least a big chunk of my son's school year, which is great. So hopefully I can add upon that slowly, and then get to the 1,000 MRR I'm looking for right now. Even 500 MRR would be good, but 1,000 it's the point where I can pretty much leave off everything else and then focus day and night on Claritask. Well, days mostly. Nights I'll be sleeping, which I'm trying to get as much as I can, because it's actually 7:32 p.m. here locally in Pristina, and I've been working all day. I've been at home working for the half part of the day, and then second part of the day I came here to the co-working space. What makes it difficult this summer is that right now my son is out of school and he doesn't start until September. He had a few summer courses and activities that I was taking him to, but he wasn't enjoying that much, so he wanted to relax and play in our backyard, etc. So I'm mostly with him for the most part of the week, and it's kind of difficult because he's 7, so he wants to do stuff together while I'm working, and when you're coding, a single question can derail you, and it's really hard to go back to the code. So that's been a challenge. So I came here to the co-working space to hide a bit from my family and just get a lot of work done. So I did some client work, and I can't help it but go back to Claritask. Even if I'm working on client stuff, I sneak into my Claritask email, look at customer requests, go in quickly, support them. If it's a feature or like a fix that will take me about 30 minutes, I go in and do it while I'm doing client work. I hope my clients are not listening to this, because if I have bugs in their projects, that's probably why. I'm really enjoying Claritask a lot, and I feel really lucky that things are going so well. Slowly I'm adding up new clients, and also the application itself is coming together quite nicely. With all the feature requests and feedbacks that I'm receiving from clients. Everything is sort of making sense. I hope to keep it this way. I don't want to overload it with different features, just the ones that are in. I want to make them better. And there's a couple of things that clients are waiting for that have been asked about a few times from a few different people. And also, I have a hunch for them that they're really good. So I want to really get on them. So I'm mostly done with one client work. I was done with another one, which was taking me forever. And I'm really happy about being done and getting paid with this client work. And then I'll probably be able to pause for about 2-3 weeks, which will mean I will be focusing on Claritask fully. So, all right, that was a good intro. That was a long intro. Sorry about that. So I have a new client. Claritask is on open and Baremetrics open startups. Activity is great. I'm trying to play with the new price, and I probably will change this. So right now, Claritask is at $50 per month for up to 20 people, and then you get clients get another extra $3 for every other user they add on top of the 20. I want to bring that number down. I want to keep it at $50, but keep it at 10 people maximum, with still keeping the $3 per user after they start adding users on top of the initial 10. And the reason for that is because the clients that are using Claritask, they're getting a lot of value out of it, especially since Claritask has 3 sort of major pillars that are serving clients quite well. It's the task management area, the communication chat area, and the time tracking, which has like a really detailed timesheet report feature, which they can get a bunch of different ways to look at their stats and how they're spending their time. Even if they don't bill their clients by time, they can get a good sense of how their company is sort of working on a daily basis. And the companies that I'm targeting, they're quite big. The $50 per month is really not that big for them. It's a great price for me. And usually at that price point, I had this conversation with a friend of mine this week. He was saying, hey, you used to have like lower plans, And what I've noticed, even with my previous apps, is that at $50, you really start getting the clients who are serious about using the tool, making it work for them. So that's why I'm sticking to that. It's so the $50. The bottom line is that it attracts clients that are serious about getting stuff done and using the software, and then having commitment themselves and their team. So so 50 is the minimum. I'll probably drop the limit of people to 10, and then grandfather the existing users, just leave them at 20. So that's what I'll be focusing on. I also changed a trial. It's at 7 days right now. So once a client enters their credit card, it gets charged 7 days later. And what that is causing is that once clients enter their credit card, they're really serious about getting things to work. They're not wasting much time. Say if it was at 30 days, they know they have a lot of time. So this way they're trying to see quite fast if it's working for them or not. So leads are still a problem. I'm not doing much about getting more leads. I said on my previous episode, that I will be trying Mailshake and cold email outreach. I haven't done that. Been really busy with client work. So hopefully next week I'll come around to really giving it a shot. So and another thing which I want to try, hopefully next week or the week after, is that I want to redesign my website. Not redesign the creative part, but the content part. And what I want to do, this ties in quite well with the next thing I want to talk about. And what I want to do is I want to make the homepage of my website serving the current users that come to the website to log in. And I want to list there for them the user docs, the support link, what's new in Claritask. So I want to serve them from the moment they get on the website. So let's say they were working today, tomorrow they come back to the app, they log in, the first page they hit is the home page before they click sign in. I don't have the automatic detection to send them into to the app, and that was purposefully done. So there were a couple of apps that they were doing that automatically. So you go to the website .com, no slashes, nothing. You hit their homepage and it automatically takes you inside the app. And sometimes I would like to maybe read their blog or look at their pricing or whatnot, and I wouldn't be able to without logging out. So I want to make the homepage for them. This is just an idea right now. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get to try it, but I'll let you guys know. It's a little bit different, and the reason I wanted to do that, I was looking at Saas homepages, and I was noticing that every Saas homepage is pretty much a poster. It's really not more to it than just a poster. And then one thing that I'm doing right now is I'm focusing on clients that really love Claritask, that are really getting a good value out of it. Not anyone in between, not those kicking the tires. I don't have the energy or the mind space to serve everybody. So I'm focusing on those that come to Claritask and say, hey, I love it. Where can I pay? This is great. I love what you're doing. I know you're one person. They don't care. So I'm focusing on those users. I'm not focusing on anyone in between right now because there will be plenty of time for that down the line. When I have more MRR, hopefully a staff or two that can support, more in the back end and front end things, so I can focus more on the customer success area. And the reason why I want to focus on people that love Claritask is because I really love serving fans of Claritask, fans of my work. I know this sounds kind of selfish, but if you're building something, I would suggest you do the same, because before I used to get the clients who loved Claritask, and I think without even thinking, I was not paying attention to them, and I was chasing those who were sort of, wanting to try Claritask, but didn't want to really, pay for it yet until I have this feature or that feature. I was wasting so much time with those clients, and they never converted. Even when I did everything they asked, they were never converted, and I pushed aside the ones that loved me, that loved my previous product, Good Work. And this time around, I mentioned this in other episodes too, I really want to focus on the ones, and I'm doing that. It's not only that I want to, but that's what I'm doing. The clients are fans of Claritask. They get the first support. They get more attention from me. And if somebody new comes in and I notice that they're kicking their tires and they're not sure, or they keep saying that some other app is better than Claritask, it's not that I don't want to hear that right now. It's great to know why Claritask is not as good as that, but those clients, they will never convert. It's really hard. If you're listening to certain music, it's going to be really hard to switch you to a different genre. Sometimes it's hard to switch you to a different band, So they're really hard to convert. And I don't have the energy, the support energy to support them. So with that said, this is where the idea came from of having my website serving those clients from the get-go. The clients of Claritask who are paying, they come to the homepage, they see the very latest, they get the user docs links, they get the support, and then the poster website is inside for anybody new. I don't know how I'm going to solve this yet, but this is the idea. So yeah. All right, so let me see how many minutes I've recorded so far. Oh my God. 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 No. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, what a relief. I was actually recording, and I turned my head around to look at GarageBand and how many minutes had passed. And I noticed that I didn't hit the record button. So I thought the whole first part was gone. But then I realized that I was recording simultaneously on ScreenFlow from my YouTube channel. And the whole audio is there. So yeah, I feel very lucky. I was so bummed. Oh man, I thought I had to do this all over again. I wanted to go home and not do anything until Monday. So anyway, as I was complaining on Twitter, Ben, my friend Ben, he asked me a question. He said, so Ben is a good friend of mine from Germany. I never met Ben, but we are part of Mega Maker that Justin Jackson runs. And his Twitter handle is Digital Trouble. He says, fast forward 6 or 12 months, what's the best place you could be in with Claritask? That's a great question. And I think about this every day. So 6 months from July, from August is, it's August almost September. So that would give me like February, I guess. I would be hoping to be done with consultancy work, like completely done, not even touch anything that's outside of Claritask. Focus completely on Claritask. I would have passed the $500 threshold that I'm looking for, $500 MRR, and yeah, so that would be next February. The rate I've been growing statistically, it doesn't seem very achievable, but I'm hoping to gain a little bit more momentum towards the end of the year as I hit my 8th, 9th month. So, and as I do more cold email outreach. So I think that will add maybe a few people, few clients. So February, 6 months from now, $500 MRR, and I will hold myself accountable to this actually. So let me put it down. So 500 MRR, February 2020, and then 12 months from that, what would that be? Like another 6 months. So August, a year from today, I would have wanted to be at 1,000 MRR. So that would be great. If I can reach that by within a year, I would be very happy. So yeah, that would be really incredible if I get to that in 6 months' time. $500 MRR. So February $500 MRR, and then August $1,000 MRR. Yeah, man, you're making me set goals, which I don't like doing at all, especially when it comes to money, because they never pan out the way you plan to, at least the way I plan. So anyways, that's a whole episode for today. Thank you very much for listening. I almost thought I lost the whole podcast, and I'm glad I found it. So I will edit and then post it up, and you're already listening to this, so it's edited and posted up. So talk to you soon.